Hi guys, and I'm so happy to bring the final video tutorial about basics of stamping, and I'll be talking about various blocks and tools which are used to stamp our images onto surfaces, and I'll also try to talk about their benefits and their specialities. Starting with the most basic way of using our stamps are the blocks. So these are solid acrylic blocks, and there are lots of companies who make these blocks. I particularly like the Lawn Fawn ones because they have a very smooth finishing, and since they have this wavy structure, it is easy to hold them. Otherwise, at times if we have like a rectangular one or a square one, it usually slips, from my hand. So this is very comfortable for me. It gives you a nice grip, and they are various sizes and shapes. What I prefer is I take a little bigger block as compared to my stamp, so that there is more firm pressure applied, and make sure that none of your stamps are hanging out of the block, because then in that case you definitely need a bigger block. So these are the grid ones. Lawn Fawn has these grids, so which help to align your stamps perfectly straight. And few companies, the local ones as well as the few other companies, they're nice blocks but they don't have a grid. So I recommend having lots of these blocks. Tim Holtz also makes some excellent acrylic blocks, and they come in a package, and there are around 6 to 7 of them, I guess, and they are super thin. They're very thin as compared to these. So they're also nice. They have this grid and all, and I use this big one for my background stamps, and you can just hold it and then stamp. So these are acrylic blocks. I'll just tell you how do we stick it on the block. This is my clear stamp, and I just peel it up. I just peel the stamp and I stick it right here, and we can see through it and ink our stamp and position it at the place where we want to stamp. So this is the initial way of stamping. There is a mat. I have this mat which helps me to get crisp images. So this is rubber, a very good quality rubber mat, and at times I find the inferior quality stamps don't give a very good impression on the paper. That time I want this cushioned surface under my paper so that I get better crisp images. So this is a nice tool to have. The next one, which is very, very dear to me, and I think one of my favorite tools, this is the Fiskars stamp press. This is an absolutely wonderful gadget. This is basically an acrylic block which has grids, and it also has these 4 feet. These are foam feet. So what they help you is how they help you is we stick our stamp here the way we stick in any other acrylic block. We stick it here and we turn it. So once we ink the stamp right here, our hands are free to decide where do we want this image to be positioned. In case of this block, we need to be our eye-hand coordination needs to be perfect, and then we need to take the efforts to pick it up and move it everywhere. But this see, if you can see, I can move it left to right, up to down, up down, so a little maneuvering is possible in this case in a Fiskars stamp press, and we just need to, since our hands are free, we just need to press it in the center and give a little more firm pressure and release it. So it comes right off and is amazing. So the next and the most revolutionary product in the world of stamping is the Misti tool. Most incredible stamping tool invented. That is actually the most revolutionary product invented. I also have another video. I'll try to link that. This is a solid acrylic structure which has a swing door, and this foam mat comes along. We just have to remove this in case we are using a cling stamp, and you have to add this in case you're using a clear stamp. So all you do is just place your paper here at a corner, and just have to place your paper at the corner and put this stamp at the place you want to. Then shut this door, pick up the stamp and ink it. The most important advantage and benefit of this thing is that you can stamp at the same place again and again till the time you're happy and satisfied with your image. At times, watercolored paper and other thick cardstocks don't take the impression so well at the first go. So if we use the Fiskars stamp press that time, you know, it is really a big struggle to match the shape of the image perfectly. But in this case, and it is next to impossible with this, so in that case you have to use the Misti. If I stamp an image here, for example, this is a cardstock by Fabriano and has a little texture. So stamp it again and again. So I've just inked it once. See, it is not perfect, and I'm not really happy and satisfied. So I want to go back again and again, maybe 2-3 times. Again I stamp it, make sure it is at the right angle corner, and stamp it. It will perfectly match the spot. Better, I have a better impression, but since it's a textured paper, it will need some more stamp presses. So the third time. So see, the image is getting better with every time I ink it and stamp it. There is no flaw at all. So this is the biggest advantage of the Misti stamp press. An absolute must have for people who are into stamping, and it's a very, very revolutionary invention in the world of stamping. So this brings me to the end of the tools I use for my stamping fun. The Misti, acrylic blocks, Fiskars stamp press, and this rubber mat. So I hope you like this basics series, and the last one I'll be covering other ways to take care of your stamps and how to store them. Thanks for watching. See you soon.